everyone, change of scene today. I'm speaking to you from my garden and I've been at home most of the day actually, thankfully because the weather's been lovely, but also because I needed to do something to lift my mood a bit. I needed what I would describe as a quick mood booster. If, like me, the novelty of the first week is wearing off a little bit and you're starting to get some of those familiar stresses and strains and anxieties starting to kick in, you might need a quick energy booster. And it might come from the good old-fashioned place of physical exercise. Now, we all know we should exercise because of the physical benefits that we get from it, but at the moment it's probably the psychological benefits that are even more important. Studies do show that exercise compared to not doing anything yields a much larger effect size in anxiety and depression management. In children, it improves self-confidence and goal regularity, and it's well accepted that there's an interaction between the biological and psychological mechanisms in the brain that has a positive effect in boosting our well-being. Exercise lowers our cortisol stress levels and boosts our oxygen intake. It ups our serotonin level, but physical exercise also affects plasticity. In other words, the way that our brain shifts and adapts to learn new skills and think about things in a different way. But it doesn't have to be physical exercise per se that has all these benefits. Any type of physical activity will have positive psychological benefits on the body. But what's also really beneficial about physical activity is it's a quick fix. It shifts our mood. Now, there's lots of different studies out there that look at how long physical activity has to take place before a mood change happens, but it seems to be that anything from 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, or 6 minutes may just do the trick. Now, none of us are in a position at the moment to take endlessly long walks or go and play tennis for hours, but we can probably fit 6 minutes into our diary each day. And it might just be fitting it in daily that's even more useful right now, because longevity of physical activity has more pronounced psychological benefits than just the nice hit of doing a 10-minute workout and feeling good about yourself afterwards. But it's this particular hit after exercise that I'd like to talk about because it comes as the form of positive effect. Positive effect are positive emotions that we start to feel. In contrast, we have negative effect, which are all the sad, feeling down, anxiety-driven feelings that we might experience. And there's a lot of research now into the benefits that positive effects give us. People who experience more positive effect than negative effect have higher levels of resilience and more life satisfaction. There's some fantastic work by a woman called Barbara Fredrickson who has been looking at the beneficial effects both before, during and after any sort of trauma to keep us resilient. Now, this isn't about creating some form of false positivity. Everybody knows that the situation we're in at the moment is not ideal, but it is about looking out for moments where you can experience some positive emotions, even if that means engineering it into your day like I did with physical exercise. Regular experiences of positive effect have been shown to buffer us against periods where we need to be more resilient. The more positive effect ratio we have to negative effect, the more likely we are able to maintain that resilience as well. Now, there's all sorts of debate on how many positive emotions we need to feel in a day to counteract the negative emotions that we're going to feel in a day. But generally, it's regarded that we need to have more positive than negative because negativity has more of a weight of impact. Ever had a bad performance review or a nasty piece of feedback? You feel pretty rotten. You need a little bit more positive emotion to help bring you out of that situation. So if you're up for the challenge, there is on Barbara Fredrickson's website a way of you charting your positive emotions over a week so you can see what your ratio is like. So for me, it was exercise that changed my mood, that gave me a boost, that I'm going to make sure I do a little bit more regularly, particularly if I'm starting to have those days where anxiety or stress may be creeping in. So 6 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes maybe of exercise each day if we can muster it, and making a commitment to trying to keep our mood buoyant and positive. Let me know what you've been doing to keep your mood up, and I'll see you tomorrow.